Hey, here's a check for understanding on page 39. And you got all those numbers, and what you're going to do is you're going to put them into the calculator. Now, if you're a little confused on how to use a calculator still, the previous page, page 38, explains how to put stuff into the calculator and make that bar graph. But let's continue. Okay, so I put all of those numbers into list 2 by mistake instead of list 1, but that's okay. I can keep going. I don't want to redo that. So that's what it looks like. You press stat right there, and then you're going to press enter for edit, and you're going to get to list 1 and put all those numbers in there. Then we're going to press second and y equals. Now when you press second y equals, this is what you see, and you want to make sure that you turn the stat plot on, so make that dark right there using these arrow keys, and then press enter to make it dark, and then use the arrow keys to kind of move this guy over here until the bar graph, or actually I should say histogram, is dark. And then we're going to go to the next step. Okay, now this is after I've changed the window. So I press this button right here that says window, and this should go from like -10 to +10, 1, -10, or let's see, yeah, -10 to +10. Anyway, what I do is, in my numbers for the x's, and see what's my lowest number. It's right around 80, so I give it a little bit of room. 70. What's my highest number? So I make the min and the max a little bit lower and a little bit higher than my lowest and highest number from my list. This scale tells me how wide the bar is, so it's going to have a 10 in each section. So it'll go like from 70 to 80, and 80 to 90, and 90 to 100, and see how many numbers fit inside that range from like 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and so forth and so on. And then the y is how many do you have in that group. So the most we might have in a group is, say, well, around 20. So I just kind of played around with this window until I got the graph to look like the way I wanted to. So sometimes this is the trickiest part, setting this window up. But I think it's worth playing around with. You learn a lot from playing with numbers, I find. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So this is what I came up with, and you can use the trace function to see what these bars are, because it'll tell you down the bottom when you trace it, and use these arrow keys to see what's going on. And it's roughly bell-shaped, right? A little higher in these areas, but middle is right in there, and you can say all that stuff, what the spread is, where the middle is. It's roughly symmetric, blah, blah, blah. So there's that one.